You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. I don't think I made a rant about this particular video game yet, but I did do a video version of it, and yeah, I was so mad at the recording of the video. There was like stuff that I forgot to talk about, but yeah, I figured, I'll just talk about it on today's episode, or I came up with the idea like, yeah, I should talk about it on the next episode of my show. So anyways, game I'm gonna be ranting about, Destiny 2, or just Destiny in general, because I don't like the concept of games like that. There's another game that follows in its footsteps, The Division. Some of you guys might know that game. Some of you might know Destiny. Some of you guys probably don't even know what games I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, Destiny. So to explain Destiny is this like alien shoot 'em up type game. You get all this like different armor, you get all these different weapons, like there's a lot of different things that you can acquire in that game along with The Division, but The Division is more of a like realistic version of it. It's like, if I don't know, like The Division, it's pretty much like a plague happens and wipes out the whole like world, and you're like this like specialized like Navy SEAL type agent person, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, you're like going around like doing missions, saving people and stuff. So when you do the missions, like in The Division, the missions were actually easy. Like the first one, the second one, and also with the second Destiny, like that's why I'm like, with Destiny 2 and The Division 2, both of those games will never be better than the original. It sucks that I have to play the new ones because it's like they're not doing anything to the old ones. But if they were doing stuff to the old ones, yeah, I've been playing that game. That's why I'm like, yo, you guys shouldn't even came out with a second video game. You should just had it where all that stuff was just DLCs on the original one. Because there's not much of a difference between the two. The only difference is between the two games from the original ones and then the sequels is that the levels, they'll have like unnecessary hard levels. Levels where it's going to require you to play with other people. Me, I don't like playing with other people. Because there's times when people, they'll join your game with the impression that, oh, I'm just going to do my thing and then they're going to do their thing. Me, I'm trying to do the mission. They're over there trying to get an achievement or get a DLC or not DLC, but find an Easter egg or some crap. They're overall not playing the game. And I remember facing that problem in the first Destiny. They have these missions on there that I don't mind playing that. Like, it'll let you know that you have to play it with other people. So I don't mind that. It's when I'm doing a mission by myself and you guys make it unbelievably hard for no reason. Like, there's a mission in Destiny like that. But I'll talk about that later on in this episode. But anyways, so they have these missions called strikes. Those missions, it's up to 3 people. So it's like a co-op thing. You're not going up against anybody besides like the NPCs in the game and stuff. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Then they have like harder versions of it and stuff. They have like the ones called Nightfall, and then you have it where you can up the like level and stuff. So that's not bad at all. That's not bad. But what I don't like about it is that they would overall, so they have the leveling system in there. So if you're level 30, you're going to be going up against level 30 enemies. But let's say if you just, because they have it where you could go to like each individual planet and then, just travel there and stuff. No big deal. I actually like that feature, and the maps are big too. So I like that. I like games where you could just, free roam, do your own thing and stuff. So they have it where you can do that. You be free roaming on each individual planet and stuff. And when you come across enemies, they are super easy to kill. super easy to kill, because once when you get to, I think, like level 30, then they don't even focus on that level no more. They focus on your light level. So your light level is like the only thing that you have to focus on. But overall, like, once when you get to, like, I think like the maximum like level, then no enemy is going to be able to, unless you're standing there not doing anything, there is not going to be any enemy in the game that can kill you whatsoever. None. But they have it where if you do these missions, they're the same enemy, but they're not the same, if you guys understand what I'm saying. So it's easy to kill them when you're free roaming, but when you're playing the level, now I don't mind if they were to tell me that, okay, the level or the enemies, like, have it where the enemies, it's like, if they're going to be harder to kill, say that. But don't have it where I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't make any sense. I was just killing 100 million of these guys prior before doing this mission. Now, all of a sudden, I'm doing this mission, and they're just, like, taking steroids and stuff. I'm like, that's stupid. I'm like, nah. Have them same enemies that I was just killing a bunch of in this level, but don't have it where all of a sudden, like, they drink that water from Space Jam and then they're just unstoppable. I'm like, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. So, no, there is a mission. That's what I was talking about. There is a mission in the first Destiny. Now, I did every other mission, no problem. Every other mission, no problem. And then that's the more upsetting part, is that I was playing other modes in the game to level my character up. I was doing everything possible, but they were trying to have this mission as impossible to beat. Like, there is no way of you beating that mission. There is no way of you beating that mission. So I had to go out of my way, message people that I didn't even know to help me with this mission. They were kind enough to help me, and I really do appreciate those people, but it shouldn't have led down to that. It shouldn't have led down to that. If I've managed to play and beat every other mission by myself, why can I not do? And so to explain to you guys, like, oh, well, what was they having you do in the mission? So that at one point they was having it where you couldn't even, like, be on the ground, so you're constantly having to jump. Then you can't even have time to, like, focus and shoot on the enemies. You trying to do that, then you're landing on the ground, and then the ground's, like, turning green, or it's, like, it's overall, like, taking away your character's health. So you're trying to focus on that, then focus on the enemies, and you're focused on all these things. Like I'm saying, like, they just automatically assume that I'm Iron Man because they put me in this fancy suit in the game? Like, no, I'm not. I don't have Iron Man powers. Like, they have it where it's like you got, like, some sort of powers, but it takes forever for them to load up. So you're sitting there waiting for it to load up. Then when you do, it only lasts for a little bit. It only takes out maybe 2-3 enemies and stuff. So therefore, it's, yeah, that mission was completely impossible. I was just like, you guys got me focused on one too many things. I'm like, have me focus on one thing. I think I did a video of myself playing that. If you go back to some of my older videos on my gaming channel, you probably can find me, like, flipping out on that level. But no, now this has to probably be the dumbest thing in the game. I have never ever heard of a weapon that you're using sets you on fire. Why would you add something like that into the game? I made a video on that, so if you go back probably a page or two on my gaming channel of, like, my recent videos, I do, like, weapon review, because there's a crap ton of weapons in that game. You can review, like, I could probably have, like, a channel just specifically for Destiny and the Division and stuff. It's actually a good idea. I should do that. It's actually a really good idea. I might have to do that. But no, so there's a weapon on there. It's like called, like, something matchbook or something like that. But if you shoot it for a long period of time, it sets you on fire. Now, I can understand if it's a flamethrower and you're reversing where the flames go out at. I can understand if you reverse it, point it at yourself, and you're setting yourself on fire, because then you can say, oh yeah, this weapon sets you on fire. But if I'm shooting an assault rifle and that gun sets me on fire, the gun is defected. Why would they have it? And then they make it seem like that's one of the best weapons in the game. So they have, like, different classes of weapons on there. So they have, like, I think they call them like the common weapon, like that you'll just pick up anywhere or something. Then they have the rare weapons where you pretty much pick them up anywhere too. Then they have legendary weapons. There's some legendary weapons where it requires you to do missions and all that stuff, but I think once when you completed that, like, mission or bounty or whatever, Yeah, and then that's another thing they have it where it's like you gotta do bounties to unlock like certain weapons and crap in the game. So no big deal. But they have the legendaries, and so like those you could potentially find them anywhere. Then they have the exotics. Very, very rare when you get an exotic weapon, and that gun that sets you on fire, that's an exotic weapon. No, that weapon is not. It's exotic in a way, but it's not that type of exotic. It's just weird. Like, I don't understand why you guys would have a gun like that in the game. Like, for what? Like, why would I want to set myself on fire? And I'm like, and then it's messed up. So they have it where the weapons on there, where they're like certain light levels too. So it's like along with your character, like, you know, let's say, because I think right now I'm like light level 995 or something like that. And the weapon on there would be probably, it won't be like exactly, I think in the first one it was exactly where your light level would be at, but it would like go up, I guess, like, I don't know, so it'll also like level up your character and things. But here's the thing, like in the first, I'm trying to think in the first one, like if you did get something legendary or exotic, it's overall going to be higher than what your light level is, so it'll help you level up. I had been playing that game when Destiny 2 came out, I think in 2016 or 2017. It came out 2017. So anyways, I had been playing this game for 3 years straight. I might have taken like a little break in things, but I had been pretty much playing the game for 3 years straight. I had been putting hours and hours and hours. I think I looked, they said that I've been playing that game for like 140 something hours. So I pretty much put in like a full weeks of that game. I had been playing that game for a long, long time. Longer than any other game. Longer than games that's actually, because people, they crap on Destiny and stuff. There's a lot of people that just don't really care for that game and don't like it. And they're playing like all the other fun games. I have skipped out on playing fun games just so I can play Destiny. I have skipped out on playing Call of Duty, the latest Call of Duty, which is actually fun. I think I should be playing that rather than playing Destiny, but no, like that Call of Duty, they have like the co-op missions in there where it's just like unbelievably hard. I don't know. Like, I like multiplayer games. I do, don't get me wrong, but I had to say my preferred favorite is co-op games. Like, I'll play with other people, but I'm like, as long as they're doing, and then that's another thing, they have it where it, you know, when you die, like, you overall, like, you can't get revived and stuff, but there's teammates in Destiny and things that won't revive you. And in the Division, it's just overall stupid. They have it where it's like you can't respawn at the same mission. At least like in Destiny, they might have you like respawn like a little bit further away from where you died, but you're still in that same area. In the Division, if you die, you're gonna have to run, and it ain't like they don't got no cars or anything that you can drive, because for some reason all the cars just don't work in that game. So yeah, and I'm like, man, that's just, they overall make it to where it's like, okay, we're just going to like frustrate this person with stuff so they just don't come back to playing this game anymore. Like having it where teammates, there's times where teammates was even playing the game, so like so I'll be playing the mission, right? I'll be playing the strike mission. And this is like, this mainly happened in the first one. This didn't really happen in the second one. Because I don't know why it ain't happening now. I'm just hoping I don't come across. Because I think now I'm just going to leave. I'm like, if they're not going to play, then I'm like, I'm not going to play with them. But I've gotten into legitimate arguments with people. I'm like, yo, play the game. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. You spent $60 on this game to just do nothing? I don't understand that type of behavior. Like, no, play the game. Like, that makes no sense. And they're all like, oh, I'm only here so I could get XP. Okay, well then play. Like, that's why I'm like, nah, they come out with another Destiny, have it where it's like, if people are doing that, we either have the choice to vote them out of the game, or they just don't get any XP. But it should be, like, determined or shown, like, okay, they wasn't shooting at enemies, they wasn't doing anything, they were standing in the corner, waiting for us to do everything. Yeah, we overall need to, focus on somebody else, or to have it where they get kicked out of the game, or they just don't get nothing. So I'm like, because no, I was like, there is a time where I remember a guy did that, where we were playing this strike mission. He gonna run all the way to like the opposite side of the map and just be sitting there. So that's what I did. I shot at a bunch of enemies, had them chase me all the way down, and had them follow me. So it followed me all the way to him. Of course, he died, but I was just all like, that's just stupid. Like, no, that's why I like the one game, Payday 2. It was overall messed up because there were at times where I'm like, okay, if you explain to me what to do, then I'll do it. But before you even get to play the game, people would kick you out. So I was like, yeah, it was kind of messed up and things, but no, they had it where if it's like, if you had got caught by the cops or you didn't do anything, because they have it where it's all like you gain XP as you're like capturing, because it was like a heist game. It was like a bank robbery. I should play that game because that game is actually fun. But it was like a heist game. It was a bank robbery game. So overall, in matter of fact, I'm actually start that game up because that freaking internet is down. I think PlayStation, they're dealing with some stuff right now. Actually, I'll just install the game on, because I have that game on both my Xbox and my PlayStation. So, but no, they have it where it's like, so if you die in Payday 2, then you overall, like, you don't get nothing. You do get some sort of XP, but you don't get all of the XP. Like the person, because I remember, no, that's what I was like. I know people are probably be thinking like, oh, like, you wouldn't trust me in no bank robbery and stuff. Don't trust me. If you're gonna be greedy and things, yeah, don't expect me to come back and save you. I'll tell that driver of the van, I'm like, okay, let's go, because they want to take their time trying to. This person, so I'm playing Payday 2. This person's trying to open up every deposit box in the bank. There's cops surrounding that bank. More and more cops coming through. And then they get powerful, they get like a little bit more harder to kill. They don't get like stronger or powerful. It ain't like no fantasy type game. It's like it's a realistic, like, I guess, type game. I don't know. I wouldn't really call it realistic, but I mean it is like follows in that category and stuff. But no, the guy, he's trying to open up every single deposit box in the bank. I'm already at the van. I'm like, we got the money, so there's like nothing to worry about. It was him and some other dudes that was trying to get the all the stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll be in the van, but I'm not gonna come back and save you guys. And sure enough, they all died, and they didn't get all the XP and stuff. And in fact, yeah, I think I ended up leaving with all the XP. I'm trying to think, did they kick me out? They might kick me out of the game, but like, no, don't be sitting here like, don't have me play with you, right? Don't have me play with you, and you're overall like not even like you're overall being greedy. You're overall trying to like ruin the game for everybody else. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna be a part of that. So I got what I needed, and I ended up leaving with a lot of money that day. So oh, here it is. How much space would that take up? 23 gigabytes. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Yeah, so we're gonna install that, because that game is actually, Payday 2 is actually fun. But no, they need to have it where it's like that in Destiny. Dang, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be downloaded with this. But anyways, dang, all this, like, dang. I wonder if it's like, I got oh, they might have added some new things to this. But anyways, yeah, Destiny. What other problems do I have with Destiny? Then they have it where there's like missions where they don't even tell you what to do. They'll have it where it's like some riddle. They have it where it's like, so to unlock this weapon in the game, they have it where you're doing bounties and stuff. So touching up on that. So they have it where you do like bounties and things to unlock like the next mission, or to unlock a weapon, or to unlock some armor for your character. So there's this one called Rant something, but it's a riddle. They're not telling me, oh, travel to Earth, kill this amount of aliens, all right? Or no, because I had to like look it up on YouTube. I would have never known what to do with that bounty if I never would have looked it up on YouTube. But if they want me to play a public event in the game. So the public events is just like when you're like pretty much like free roaming, then some stuff will land in front of you, and then you overall are like trying to take out a bunch of enemies and things, and you get like some like sort of reward for it and stuff. So there's like complete like a certain amount of public events, complete a certain amount of patrols, and the patrol missions is just like, yeah, it's another free roaming activity. So you'll be driving around, see this like green beacon thing flashing, go up to it, and then they were like, oh, travel here, gather up this material, or kill these amount of enemies, or gather these things from the enemies after you killed them and stuff, and so on. So Yeah, they got that, and yeah, they was just all like they were. It was something like where I had to do a certain amount of those, the public events, certain amount of patrols, and then they had it where I had to play Crucible, which is like the online like PvP going up against other people and stuff. And I'm not a big fan of Crucible. I'm not a big fan of multiplayer games. Like I said, I mainly like co-op games. I mean, I'll play it, but it's just there. I don't really, I have to be playing with friends. Like I just don't overall like playing games by myself. Like if I'm playing with friends, and even then, if I'm playing with friends, I'll still get mad and stuff. It's like one friend. That's why I was like, I wanted like one of my friends to like really get into Destiny because I was like, bruh, like me and her, we play like a crap ton of like Call of Duty and things. Like we played a crap ton of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So I had fun. Like I actually had a lot of fun playing that with her and things. But but I was like also playing like a lot of Destiny and things, and so I was just like I remember I told her like, hey, you should, because the Destiny, they ended up giving away the game for free after I had spent money on this game. I'm like, that's stupid. I'm like, I'm like, I don't know, I guess it's good for people that ain't never got a chance to play it, but for people like myself, and we're not getting anything in return, like, yeah, y'all didn't have me pay for all these DLCs and all this stuff, and I'm not even getting the weapons that I want to get. I'm getting every other crappy weapon. So what was I talking about? Well, overall, I wanted to get my friend to play. So, but no, anyways, so they have it where it's like when you're playing and then you get like they call them engrams. They call them engrams, but overall, like within the engram, it's either going to be a weapon or some armor. So, anyways, they had it where I kept getting the same grenade launcher over and over and over again. It was just maybe like a couple of light levels above the original one that I had, but I would keep playing it, keep using that, and it got to the point where I was actually getting sick and tired of that weapon. I'm like, yo, there are other weapons that I can be getting in this game that I haven't even unlocked yet. Why do you keep giving me this weapon? I don't want this weapon. Obviously, I don't want it if I keep like getting rid of them and things. So I'm like, no, I don't want this anymore. So yeah, they kept doing that, and I'm like, man, this is stupid. Like, why they keep giving me this one weapon and things? And then so there, you probably be thinking like, oh, can you craft weapons on there? Because I know there's a lot of games out there where you can craft weapons or play a certain amount of levels and things to get them. So no, they have it where there's this exotic arrow shooter. I like a bow and arrow. Okay, we're gonna just call it that. But there's like an exotic like bow and arrow in the game that I wanted to get, and they overall was like, nah, like you ain't gonna, even I had all the material and everything to craft it, you can't craft weapons in that game. You can't. Only thing you can do is just play levels and play the game, so overall get a weapon in there, but you can't craft no weapons and stuff. So, and as much as you play the game, they'll give you like some crappy weapons and things that you overall don't need, and then once you got so sick and tired of playing it, then that's when they give you something good, and you're like, oh, okay, well, nice. But other than that, yeah, I just really like, I play the game, but I'm just honestly getting tired of it, because I'm like, yo, like, have something, like, worth playing in the game. Like, you guys add all these different things, but it ain't even worth playing anymore. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. Like, have it where it's like, there's a reason for us to play this. Like, they'll have it where these like, other type of events that will go on in the game. Like, it's like a season event. Like, they're trying to copy Fortnite and crap. Because they wasn't doing this season. They didn't do this season stuff previously before. Like, they just like, oh, yeah, this mode is going to be available for... I guess they didn't know what to call it. But... I remember before when they would do like some sort of season type thing, they wouldn't call it a season. They'd just be like, oh, okay, so this mode is only going to be available for a week. Play as much as you can of it, get what you need to get, and so on. But overall, you're not going to get the things that you want to get. It's like you're pretty much gambling when you're playing that game. That's overall what you're doing. And then it's just going to be that one time when you actually do win something. But I remember in Destiny 1, oh my, it was one of my friends, he was mad at the fact that I was getting like some of the weapons in that game, because in Destiny 1, I probably had like, it was all the weapons I can get for like PvE and all that stuff, but multiplayer, because they like the Crucible PvP, I didn't play that much of it, so there was like a lot of weapons I didn't get because I didn't play that much of it. But yeah, all the like, because me and him, we always played like the co-op modes together. It was very rare when we played like PvP and stuff. So but yeah, he was mad at the fact that I was getting like all the like dope PvE weapons and things, or just all the exotic weapons, because yeah, it's like, you play it. Then here's another thing. they have raids on there, which is like cool, you know. I would love to play one of the raids. The last time I played a raid, it was in Destiny 1. And it was the first raid. But after that, all the raids that they added to the first one, all the raids that they added to the second one, never got a chance to play them. Never got a chance to play any of them because they had it where it's like you can't just join the game and just start playing. No, you have to have people invite you to the game or you invite other people to the game. So that's a car. All right, I was like, yeah, I heard some noise outside. I'm like, what is that? But anyways, so no, they had it in the new one where if you can overall like join the person's raid without them inviting you and stuff, which is cool, but you have to wait almost an hour to be invited to a game. There is people that was saying that they've waited multiple. Let's just see, Destiny 2, because they call it guided games, and queue time is like 25 to 45 minutes. And so this is it's a Reddit post in 2018. There's like somebody said, yeah, it sucks. Somebody said they had to wait an hour. I kept getting booted after about 20 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm like, bruh. Somebody, there's like, where's one on the actual like Bungie website, the people that made Destiny. Been waiting for 32 minutes. Can't they just match me with other players solo queuing after like 10 minutes? Yeah, like that. One would think like that would work, but they come out with a Destiny 3. They're gonna have to work on a lot of different stuff because Destiny 2, like they're always saying how Destiny 1 had problems, but people like that game. But Destiny 2 came out and they just overall like people was like, nah, we want Destiny 1 back because Destiny 2 was not it. So anyways, yeah, but that's all the time that I have for you guys today. I can't really think of anything else to talk about in Destiny. All they just need to have it where it's like a little bit like easier to play the game and stuff, but they just make everything difficult, and they have it where it's like people like fans of the game like myself, don't even really want to play the game anymore because it's like you guys got all these problems with it and stuff. So I'm saying like fix this stuff, man. Like I don't want this to be a game where it's like after a while ain't nobody playing it and stuff because something else done came out it's just good and things. But no, it's like yeah, I was gonna mention another game, but I'm like, nah, that game, there ain't actually nothing wrong with that game. Although I don't like the fact that it's like they released it. I mean, they released that game for free, but you can't get anything in there. You can play the missions and all that stuff, but anything to customize your character, like you're gonna have to play a crap ton of that game to unlock stuff in there. So anyways, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.